Hello YouTube, it's Nigel and it's my 6 month on T check-in, 6 months yesterday. So the other day a straight male friend of mine asked me to pose a question to YouTube, and it's not really that I'm going to pose the question, but he said, you know, you're in between now, going from female to male, so you'll have an understanding of both worlds a bit, and wanted to know, why is it that women will never tell you when something's wrong, or they'll never tell you what it is, and when you ask them they'll say nothing, and when you finally kind of get out of them that there's something, then they'll say, well, you should know, and if you don't, then I'm not telling you. So obviously, it's a stereotype, and I don't really believe in two sides of this binary gender. I do think of gender as a social construction, but I'm invited into this straight male world now, where I would be a token member before, but now it's like being allowed into the inner circle, and it's almost like you either accept all the codes of conduct or you carve yourself a difficult path. So fast forward a day, and I'm at the gym with him and another West Asian male. They're both over 6 foot and big, and I'm growing, but I'm 5'3" and a half, and we're working out, and some of their friends join, 2 of their friends, other sort of West Asian Muslim guys, and I know that they kind of, some of them might know, but in the gym, but they're also, some of them don't, so I know that they're kind of wondering what their friends are doing, hanging out with either this strange trans person or a white gay guy. So I'm kind of quiet at the gym, and the gym's closing early that day because it's Good Friday, and so it was Thursday, but it was closing for Good Friday, and they're all like laughing to me, stereotypically like little girls, and I just wanted to get on with the gym because it was closing soon, but I feel like I can't just turn around and say that because of the position I'm in, and I'd helped him with his last 2, like the last 2, whatever you're doing, you get a little bit of help on the last one, even if it's just psychological, like a help, like lifting of the bar or whatever, and I'd helped him with his last 2, and those last 2 are the important ones, right? They're the muscle building ones, and he wasn't there for my last 2, and I pointed it out to him. He's like, well, just ask. So I felt like I'd asked, and then when he wasn't there again for the last 2 because he was off giggling like a little girl, I went up to him and said, if you asked me what was wrong right now, do you know what I'd say? He's like, what? I'm like, nothing. He's like, oh, that's good. So he didn't get the joke, but yeah, I just feel like I'm really struggling right now with sort of gender expression. I've had the queer community as my North Star for so long now. I've defined my gender expression around that community, and now I feel that I'm just kind of struggling with how I want to present myself. So I'm getting like these straight boy lessons about, no longer doing the 2-armed hug because of how that's read, and being asked if I mind being read as a gay guy, and my answer is always no. I'm confident in my sexuality. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, just struggling with how to behave as a trans man. and I do feel like I am in between worlds right now. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll grow into my role, and I'm still not sure quite what that will be, but it does feel like I could sort of give up some of myself and join this straight male world, or I can not and maybe carve myself a bit of a difficult path. But yeah, even things like, you know, being asked what cars I like, I'm just like, I don't care about cars. And it does just seem really silly, but at the same time, when you're hanging out with a bunch of guys and they have expectations where you'll know what your favourite car is, or you'll know how to behave as a male in a straight male environment. Yeah, I find that now I am going into myself a bit and being more of an observer and being a bit quiet, and I'm not. It feels like I have a horse's body and a chicken's head, and I can't really figure out anymore how to behave. So, still really happy with the decision to transition, but yeah, it seems that before I put that injection in my leg 6 months ago, it felt like it was really easy to define myself as a masculine person, even if other people didn't understand it. But now I feel like I've picked sort of a side of this unfortunate binary, and I have to make my behaviour match that stereotype, and I haven't learned all the lessons in how to do that yet, so I am struggling a bit right now. So it's strange to feel kind of happy in so many ways, but also experiencing this inner turmoil of the changes that might lie ahead. Now, I don't want to leave it on a rough note like that, because I am mostly happy and I am feeling very accepted and like I have a good group of people around me. But yeah, there is that struggle right now. So I'll try and bounce back to that next month when I do 7 months, but yeah, I feel a bit at a loss, and I've tried to make this video a few times now, and I think I should just leave it as saying that, yeah, I feel like a bit lost right now. But it's good to check in, and I'll leave it at that. So take care.